Hello guys, today we're going to talk about Warzone Mobile versus Project Bloodstrike, and trust me, you don't want to miss this. Guys, the first category we will go over is graphics, and we're going to start with multiplayer graphics. Okay guys, here is the multiplayer graphics for Warzone. They've done a lot of good work on the multiplayer graphics, to be honest. Way less issues on multiplayer than VR for sure. And here we have Project Bloodstrikes. Looks very good. I would say not as smooth as Warzone. It still looks very nice. Okay, so for this category, I would give the clear winner to Warzone Mobile. I think that Warzone Mobile's multiplayer graphics are not only better, the gameplay itself is better. I would say Project Bloodstrike's multiplayer is a little bit lackluster, which I'm not mad about because they put more time and effort into battle royales. But the Project Bloodstrike's multiplayer is a good way to level up weapons very fast, just like Warzone Mobile. Okay, now we will do battle royale graphics. We'll start with Warzone Mobile's battle royale graphics. Of course, the intro, which is very legendary. Graphics from the sky look pretty good. I can't complain about that. Does definitely need some work. They have not put work into it the same way they did multiplayer yet, but I know they will eventually. Now let's move over to Project Bloodstrike. This is the intro. Very quick and simple intro. Definitely like it. Nothing too special, but I like it. Sky view, as you can see, it's a lot more brighter here on Bloodstrike, in my opinion. And then this is from the ground on Project Bloodstrike. Very, very nice. This is ultra graphics. I have it turned up to max. Okay, so as far as battle royale graphics, I'm going to give that winner to Project Bloodstrike. I think that they would put a lot more effort into battle royale than Warzone Mobile has for sure. Okay, so the next category I want to do is phone compatibility. As far as everything that I have played, Warzone Mobile always gets hot whether I'm using my iPhone 13 Pro Max or my Poco X3. I have both of those phones. Project Bloodstrike runs very, very smooth, even on max graphics on my iPhone 13 Pro Max and my Poco X3. I do have a Black Shark cooling fan, and even when that's on there, Warzone will still get hot. Project Bloodstrike actually never gets hot. Okay, so the next category I'm going to do is movement. This is Warzone Mobile's movement. Pretty basic, to be honest. I think a lot of people say it's the same as Modern Warfare movement. A lot slower, but I think I still like it just because it's different than other games. But I wouldn't mind if it was a bit faster. This is Project Bloodstrike. As you can see, a lot more faster. Longer sliding, you can slide cancel. Reminds me of a lot of Warzone Mobile. I mean, not Warzone Mobile. Reminds me a lot of Call of Duty Mobile. So for movement, I will definitely give the winner to Project Bloodstrike. I will say Warzone Mobile is more real life, realistic, but Bloodstrike is just more faster. So if you like really fast paced VR gameplay, this would definitely be what you would pick. If you love Call of Duty Mobile, in my opinion, you would automatically pick Project Bloodstrike. I do think that Warzone Mobile will make some tweaks, such as FOV and so forth, and then that will also go into consideration. And as far as the overall movement on Project Bloodstrike, it allows you to get across the map faster. Versus on Warzone Mobile, you have to have a car to get really far across the map quickly. Okay, the next category I want to talk about is the game modes. We'll go ahead and start here with Warzone Mobile. As you can see, you have Battle Royale quads, solos, trios, and resurgence quads. And then for multiplayer, you have Hardpoint available currently and Mosh Pit, which I think is a variety of different ones, and then they just randomly select for you. Alright, let's go over to Project Bloodstrike game modes. As you can see, you have not only Battle Royale, you also have Battle Royale Ranked. So this is very, very nice because for the ranked matches, they're always sweaty because they make sure there's a certain amount of real players in every single match. And of course you have Hot Zone. Hot Zone is just going to be random maps that they select which is basically hard point if you play Call of Duty mobile. And then you have the practice range. Practice range is very, very nice because when you're trying to fix your sensitivity or trying to get some practice in, you do have the practice range, which Warzone Mobile does not. So here is some practice range gameplay here on Project Bloodstrike. As you can see, it's very nice. You can go into your settings, change your sensitivity. So as far as game modes, I'm gonna 100% give this one to Project Bloodstrike. For one, you have normal BR, just public matches, and then you have the ranked BR. So you can play extremely sweaty matches, or you can just go to regular matches. Regular matches still have a lot of real players. It's just obviously you're probably gonna have more competitive players in ranked. And the biggest reason why I'm gonna give this to them is definitely going to be because of the practice mode. Warzone Mobile definitely needs a practice mode because when you first get the game, fixing your sensitivity and have to texting it in the actual match, it's not very ideal. So I would definitely give the nod to Bloodstrike on this one. Okay, the next category I'm going to do is revival flights. Of course, Warzone Mobile, you have the Gulag. Then you have Project Bloodstrike's revival. As you can see, there's a respawn number there. Once that number runs out, you get back in automatically. No need to get tags or anything like that. Nothing special, but very nice because you don't have to get tags. Okay, so for revival flights, I'm going to give this one to Warzone Mobile. This one is more of a biased pick because I don't feel like you could ever replace Warzone's Gulag, you know. When you think about revival flights, I think Gulag would always be the first to come to mind. But realistically, Project Bloodstrike probably is better just because it allows you not to have to get tags. As long as your partner stays alive, you can get back in automatically. Also, you can also buy your partner back in, the same as Warzone Mobile. So it has everything that Warzone Mobile has, just without the Gulag, but still giving a nod to Warzone Mobile. Okay, the next category is healing. As you can see, Warzone Mobile is the plates, forever a classic. Here we have Project Bloodstrike, and you have things like an inhaler, something like a med kit, which is kind of like adrenaline on Call of Duty Mobile. I will show you that. So this is more of like an adrenaline. The top bar regenerates itself. So as far as healing goes, I'm going to go with Warzone Mobile because it's just a little bit just basicer, you know. You just take your plates and that's it. The other bar automatically regenerates. While Project Bloodstrike does automatically regenerate, you do have to take the other things for the other bar. But the reason why I'm going to give it to Warzone is because everybody will start at the same healing level, versus on Project Bloodstrike, it kind of reminds you of Apex. You kill a certain amount of people and your bar that automatically regenerates will go higher. You'll have higher HP. So there's going to be in fights that you get into where somebody has a higher HP than you do because of the amount of people that they killed or because of the shields that they picked up off the ground, which isn't a bad thing. I'm just saying that Warzone Mobile is just a lot more basic. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is the buy station. So as far as Warzone Mobile goes, as you can see, you have the armor plates, you have the gas mask, you have airstrike, self-revive, reloading box, the armor box, the UAV, and the loadout. Very, very nice variety of different things that you can get off of there that will definitely help. Here you have Project Bloodstrike's buy station. As you can see, one of the biggest differences is going to be that you can buy a fully kitted weapon from the buy station, which actually avoids you really needing a loadout drop if you don't want to ever get one, because you already have a fully kitted weapon, and they don't cost that much. You pick up cash off the ground just like Warzone Mobile. You know, for the top gun, as you can see, it's only the 2,000 in cash. You also have the Evo shields, which is basically, like I said, similar to Apex, where you can get a higher shield. It would take your 50 shield up to 75, I believe. You have the ammo refills, so you can refill your ammo. You have the med kits if you need that. But the biggest difference, like I said, is going to be that you can get a fully kitted weapon, which is absolutely amazing. So as far as buy station goes, this is 100% going to go to Project Bloodstrike. I don't really think this is even an argument. Being able to get a fully kitted weapon is going to be the biggest reason why. Everything else on that list is the same as everything everything else on Warzone Mobile. So the only difference is going to be the fully kitted weapons. This is absolutely a game changer. The next thing we're going to talk about is airdrops or loadout drops, whatever you want to call it. So on Warzone Mobile, you can buy a loadout, throw it, go to the pickup station, and get your guns. Okay. One of the biggest things here is going to be the fact that you can get 2 guns at once now with this new Warzone Mobile perk, which I love, man. You don't have to worry about getting another gun. Just go to your loadout, and your loadout has the 2 guns that you have fully customized in there. Definitely a big game changer. So this one is Project Bloodstrike. As you can see, there's an arrow pointing at that button. That button takes you into a menu to buy the loadout. No need to go to a buy station, which is very nice. You can get a loadout, a vehicle, or a UAV at any time by hitting this button, as long as you have the cash for it. So I'm going to show you that now. Hit the button, double tap loadout. The loadout's going to come in, and you can go ahead and get your gun out. Since we're talking about loadout specifically, I'm going to give the nod slightly to Warzone Mobile. The only reason why is because I can get 2 guns at once. To be honest though, on Project Bloodstrike, I don't really go to loadouts that much because I can get the fully kitted weapons out of the buy station. But since we're talking about loadouts specifically, because I can get 2 guns at once, I am going to give the nod to Warzone Mobile. The very next category is going to be game endings on BR. This is what happens when you want to match on Warzone. Of course, the classic helicopter. Then you have Project Bloodstrike. When you win, very similar to Call of Duty Mobile. Okay, you have the first place, it says victory. Okay, but one added extra thing for Project Bloodstrike is when the match is done, you can click highlights and see every single one of your kills, man. This is absolutely amazing. Take a look. Click highlight, and it will show you all of your 19 kills if you want to sit there and watch every single one of them. Don't need to record until you get to the end of the match, basically, because you can see all of your kills one by one. Very nice setting. So as far as game endings, I am going to give the nod to Warzone Mobile. Once again, this is another biased pick because that ending screen on Warzone Mobile was so classic and legendary. Don't think you can ever beat it, but if I'm being 100% honest, Project's Bloodstrike ability to let you see every single one of your kills at the end of a match is a huge game changer, because you'll be able to see every single one, and you can record it if you want, use it for gameplay and so forth. So FOV is another big issue for Warzone Mobile. They don't have a FOV setting, which Project Bloodstrike does. Project Bloodstrike has a lot less lagging. Project Bloodstrike just overall is better when it comes to Battle Royale, if I'm being honest. Faster gameplay, everything, man. It's actually quite nice and a breath of fresh air. I feel like Project Bloodstrike has paid attention to Apex Mobile, COD and Warzone Mobile, and has said, what are the 3 things we can take from this game, make it better, what are the mistakes, and they took those issues very seriously. I really think that this is actually a clear win for Project Bloodstrike, if I'm being honest. So there you have it. Project Bloodstrike is definitely going to be the winner. Guys, please enjoy the gameplay I'm getting ready to show you for both Warzone and Project Bloodstrike. Make sure you guys like and follow, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the 2 games, and I will catch you guys next time.
Gas is closing in.